some point do need to accept our losses in a more graceful way, rather than thinking to ourselves like, oh, this means I should stop, oh, I'm such a failure, why is it so much easier for X, Y, and Z while I'm struggling. That's okay. Like, I think we need to let go of that, um, because our losses, our failures truly give us a blueprint to where and what we can do moving forward that was not working before. And like, think about it like a video game again, like an open world game like Final Fantasy. I remember I played that a lot when I was younger, and you had a choice. I know this kind of goes into a different topic too, rather than just clinging onto identities. This is more so our overall journey. But I remember playing Final Fantasy, and it's an open world game, and you have a choice to go where you want to go. You somewhat have a choice to pick your battles if you don't just run into something. But what I learned really quickly with that game is you're not gonna have a good time if you try to go to a higher boss too soon, or if you try to take a path that really isn't meant for you at that time, because you're going to quickly learn there's going to be a lot more failures and a lot more lessons that come with it if we do not take the baby steps that are required to get to that level, to that boss. So yeah, like, I think if we're putting too much pressure on ourselves from a high point, it's what I'm hearing is like, let's just like bring ourselves back to the baby steps, to regain the HP, to regain our health, to recharge, and through that slow journey, take as many detours as we need to take. You know, like, I think we need to embrace the journey more while we allow our dreams and goals to motivate us and keep us in focus, but don't blind us, and don't let it put too much pressure, which again is easier said than done, right? But this is why we give ourselves grace every day, and we allow ourselves to have that restart point, rather than clinging on to our failures and clinging on to the parts of self that feel so limited. Because you are allowed to give yourself that grace and forgiveness, and you don't have to have that forgiveness from other people. I think that's really important. Is, yes, we can all be the villains in someone's story, but that doesn't mean because they don't forgive us, we have to cling on to that identity. I don't know who needs to hear that, but like, who cares what other people think? As long as you see the lesson and you have grown from it, that's all that matters. And so that goes both ways, right? Like, if someone has hurt us, we don't have to have their apology to move forward. I'm sitting on the floor today. Felt very grounding. But yeah, you guys, so like, I love looking at video games and movies as a reminder for me, and maybe this message came through because it's beneficial for someone else too. But let yourself take that journey and explore your open world, and don't cling on to the failures and moments of discomfort too much, because we all go through it. A lot of people are just not sharing that part of their story. They're just sharing the wins. They're sharing their yummy meal at the dinner table at the fancy restaurant, but maybe they're not sharing how uncomfortable they are being there alone, or how awkward their day was, you know? So don't compare. And you remember, you don't have to attach yourself to any sort of identity that you don't want to. even if the people around you want to cling you down to that and tie you down to that, you are allowed to start over. You're allowed to be whoever the hell you want. And yeah, don't jump ahead. Don't don't jump ahead to the top boss and then be like, yo, why can't I do this? It's because you're meant to take baby steps first. So yeah, you guys, I hope you have a good day. Message just ended there. So until next time, mwah, all the love.